Okay, so this is journal number 1. I'm going to be doing kind of my part from Grunland. The book is Marriage and the Family, a Christian Perspective. So anyway, I enjoyed reading it, but I have to admit that it seemed really redundant. Like, okay, I'm in my last year of my master's program, and I feel like I've already learned all this stuff, almost as if this was like from an undergraduate text. So, you know, I kind of would have liked for it to have been an introduction to new material, but it seemed like the author was kind of starting at ground zero, which, if you don't have any kind of family, marriage, counseling, social sciences, sociology, psychology background, then it's great. He went over the scientific method. He talked about sociology as a science. He even talked about different perspectives that are used in this book, like structural functionalism, how looking at the family as a system. He talked about symbolic interaction as one of the other ones that talks about using symbols, which is like, oh, well, if you see a man with a hammer and, he's got a hard hat on, that probably symbolizes that he's a construction worker and, work is really important to him, maybe. I don't know. While I enjoyed it being from a Christian perspective, sometimes I'm left wanting more. Not to say that Christian publications are dumbed down. I don't agree with that. I think sometimes they are. Sometimes they're not as scholarly or academic. And I'm not saying that about this text, but I am just saying that as far as the other chapters will go, I hope that they're more interesting than this one. It even talks about, like, different ways to study, the behavioral sciences, like the social sciences, which I thought, good reminder, but I just thought it was, like, really, really elementary and kind of, boring. So, anyway, I don't know if this is what it's going to be like for the rest of the time, or not, or what, but, so, I don't know. It is refreshing to have things come completely from a Christian perspective, because I feel like reading our other text, the expanded family life cycle, much of it is very feministic and very secular, and it doesn't celebrate or really have a good light for traditional values, for conservative values, for Christian or spiritual values. Of course, I've only read just a little bit of it so far, but we'll see how it goes. But that was journal number 1. Thanks.